Phantomaniacs, welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. Today we are taking a look at Christopher Law Levine and Order from the Classified series. This just arrived today. I'm happy to be sitting down, opening it up, and I'm happy to have another woof woof in the line. Got a little art on the side there. Law's looking pretty happy. And then on the back we've got image very reminiscent of what we saw in G.I. Joe the movie in 1987, and then this weird kit bash of a character. Let's open it up. I have to say, and I do have the original Law and Order here, we'll do a little comparison. I mean, any figure that comes with a dog is a good figure immediately. Like, just by default, this is an awesome figure, and the original Law and Order were awesome figures, just for having a dog. I liked Law because he had some good colors that we didn't necessarily see a lot in the line, so he was different. But I will say, for the most part, that these two were just relegated to Checkpoint Alpha for me. I don't remember sending them out on a whole lot of missions, which, you know, is perhaps their purpose. You know, the military police, you know, aren't really going out in the field fighting Cobra. That's not really their role. But I can't say that beyond Law having nice colors and Order being a dog that I had any particular fondness for these. I don't know that I would put the original figures in my, you know, top 20 or so, top 25, top 30. You know, I don't know. And it would be just absolute torture for me to try and rank Joes. So I don't imagine I'll ever do like top 50 Joe figures or anything like that, because that would just be miserable for me, because the nostalgia for 82 to 87 in me is so strong. Like, I might be able to do tiers, like here are my A's, B's, and C's, but I don't think I could individually rank the figures in that way. I couldn't look at them objectively enough to do that. Still really like his colors. So let's go ahead. Oh, see, he's got a weird waist piece. It's not bad or wrong, it's just the front here looks a little mashed in. But it's not bad. It just looks like his legs don't, because you got that as well. His legs just aren't back, or his hips, I guess, aren't back quite as far as they should be. But again, it doesn't look bad or wrong. It just looks a little different to me. Thigh, there we go. I wasn't sure that thigh was going to move. All right, so here is this fellow. Here is the original release. Obviously, the color's a little darker on the classified release. Whoa! I just noticed something crazy, but we'll do our comparison here. He's got the vest, he's got the holster. Oh, he's got one of those straps. I hope that works better than some of them do. I like that he's got the comm unit right here. That's a really nice touch. I could deal with his vest being a little lighter blue, but I wouldn't have wanted it to be this light. Let's see. He's got a watch added on. Let's see what time. It's crazy that they're putting times on these. He is noon, 1200 hours. All the different times. I asked this, I don't know which order I'm posting these, I think Law and Order is probably going to go up first, but in my Breaker review, I mentioned that Breaker. Well, here he's still right here. Look, Breaker is 1824. Law is 1200. So let me ask you, leave a little feedback. Does that bother you? Can you put figures with differing times on the same shelf together? Or if you're a toy photographer, if you're in toy photography, is that something you're going to have to address? Bothers me that that flashlight is permanently attached. So this is what? This is the same belt as, was it Shockwave? Did Shockwave have this? We've seen this belt before. Tell me in the comments. So here's what I noticed. That, and just to finish this up, boots are, comparable. We're in good shape there. They've done a nice job. This is a good update. Like I said, I'd like it if the vests were a little lighter than this. Because this really looks like a Cobra blue, which I don't love on a Joe. But I don't need it that light. But I wouldn't have been mad at it being that light. Okay, here's what I just noticed that is almost like I want to return this. Look at that left knee. What the heck? That is completely the wrong color. After I finish this review, this came from Amazon. I might do a return on this because that does not look good. And I'll be curious to see what other people's samples look like. All right. Look at that. I love this painted detail on the vest. It's a really nice touch just up here at the collar. Just these darker panels. Looks really, really nice. Handcuffs are painted but not functional, which I don't like non-functional stuff at this scale. I got a little armband here with the MP K9 military police. Love the comm here. I wonder if that pops out. It sure does. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like his popped collar. Oh boy, I'm not going to be able to get that back in, am I? Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Popped collar looks really good. I like his badge. He looks great. Oh, this is what I wanted to look at. Because he looks a lot more redhead than I remember. Yeah, the original figure has like light brown hair. And they do have very, very similar haircuts. But this is like Conan O'Brien red, which is an interesting decision for them to have made, especially considering the voice that he had in the 1987 animated film. Those knee joints are a little loose too. Actually, knee joints are really loose. Really loose. Elbow joints are pretty okay. Loose knees though. All right, so let's take a look at the rest of the loadout here. The red of the shirt is great. It really, really pops. We've got the alternate hands with various positions, all used in canine training. Just a bunch of cool stuff. Like to have it. Oh, wait a minute. This hand doesn't go with these. That's Quint's hand, left over from another review. So very cool. Nice to have. There is the helmet with MP on it and a lot of wear. That's kind of cool. It looks good. I'm not a fan of wear, but it's done nicely. I'm not mad at it. Although I have to ask, all right, so yes, the wear on here gives it a little more of a real world look, but at the same time, is this guy gonna walk around with this dirty helmet? Like dirty, messed up helmet? I'm not so sure. I don't know that I like the wear. Good fit. Sits right. He's got a blaster with a non-removable magazine, no port for blast effects, but reminiscent of his original, I believe. Yeah. Painted detail on it makes it pop a little more, but I don't need it. And that, oh wow, that holsters? That's wacky. Okay. I've got a little pouch on the other side over here, probably for dog treats, is my guess. That's what I would keep in that pouch. I've got a knife. Might be the same knife that came with Breaker. Very similar, at least. But nowhere. Am I crazy? No, wait. No? Nowhere to put a knife. No, that can't be right. No, there's nowhere to store this knife. Oh, his armband popped down a little bit. Huh. Okay, well, I guess that's going in the parts drawer. That is really strange. Wait, does it maybe, does the knife store on? No, does not. Seemed loony, but, I had to check. I've got functional handcuffs that can fit on figures that have the removable wrists. I think these are the same ones that came with Chuckles, probably. I'm just going to say probably. And then do fit right there. Oh, weird. Oh, okay. You know what? I want to say these came with, Shockwave or something. And they just do that, maybe? I don't know. That's weird. I don't like that at all. Probably going to put those in the drawer, too, because I don't want to sit there with this thing bent in half for years, not being any good. And then we've got the nightstick, which I know has a more scientific professional name, but I can't think what it is. Also, well, that can store right here. Okay, cool. So I'm glad to have somewhere to put that. And then finally, a hand blaster. I'm sure we've seen it before. It does have a port for blast effects. Now let's find out how well it goes into that holster. Well, not about how well it goes into the holster. I had no doubts that would work. It's about how that pegs in really nicely. Now, whether it stays put, I don't know, because it went in a little too easily. But there we go, popped right into place. So that's nice. And finally, let's take a look at Order. I believe completely new body. I like just the happy bow wow face, and it's probably the one I'm going to use because Order, what we saw of Order in the movie was that he's much more this than he is this. I like the little hand. He doesn't have an actual leash like the original. Although you could... We've got others in the line. I've actually got an extra... No, that's got a chain on it. That wouldn't work. I was going to say Croc Masters. But that's a chain. That's no good. So what is this peg for? I guess maybe at some point we'll have pouches. Or, well, no, we've already got pouches because Doc and some of the modern military style stuff have the little pouches that you could peg into here. So that's cool. That's a nice little bit of cross compatibility. Joints all feel pretty good. Looks good. It's a good looking dog. Look at that. Nice paint. Paint looks good. I'm sure if you were really determined to, you could get this piece off. I am not going to do that. This piece would take much less determination. Obviously, it'll pop off if you just swap the heads out, but I'm not going to be doing that either because I like this head. That's a good puppy. These Joe Pets, it's sad that I'm not gushing more over Order because Order is great, but also now we're just used to this excellence from Hasbro's G.I. Joe Pets. So it's like, yeah, it's got incredible articulation, it's got great sculpting, it's got amazing paint. Yeah, that's what I expected out of it, and that's really is the case. The tampos on the vest and everything look good. I like the designation. But you know what I would have liked a little more? Just throw a G.I. Joe on here somewhere. Or the eagle head, emblem that I think they should be using more than they are. But good dog. Good dog. So there you go. Law and Order in the classified series. Oh, I forgot the weird mask thing here. I'm not going to be using this either. But there is a little combat. That's neat. You know what? Honestly, I'm not going to use it. I like that though. I like that a lot. And if I were a kid, he would have that on all the time. That's great. I actually really, really like that piece. And it looks really nice because it's got the gloss on the visor part. It's got this little, microphone or whatever's going on up here. That's a great piece. So there you go. A couple things I would have done differently, but overall, very happy with Law and Order. And I got to imagine that this is probably just what they're going to be. Retro card back of a figure with pet is something that we have not seen. You would imagine Snake Eyes and Timber might be the first if we do see something like that. But I don't know how you get that on a card back at classified scale. I mean, I'm sure they could, but I don't know if they would. So cool. Another great figure with pet set. A couple of the things that I would have changed about it are kind of irrelevant because it's things going in the drawer. Really, the only significant problem I have is those knees are really loose, and that knee completely the wrong color. So maybe doing a return here. We'll see. I'm going to wait and see what other people's samples look like. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about Needless Things. And until next time, yo, Joe.
Smash that like button if you like Needless Things.